Hello, and welcome to another episode of The End of the Search. This one I call it Let's Investigate. This is going to be one of those that I may want to do more of these often, where I'm going to have like a little background relaxation, uh, I don't know, music or so, because we're going to do an investigation. Now, I want to make something clear. This is not a meditation or a particular practice. It just so happened that I'm going to set the mood or the tone like this. But as I speak, notice how the investigation is carried. So you see that this is very, very simple. Somehow the mind makes things very complex. And all we're going to see is right through the veil, right through the thoughts, to see how simple this is. Okay? So you can close your eyes if you want to. You don't have to, because in the end you're gonna live your life with your eyes open, of course. And this is the attitude that is gonna be carried through your daily living. Maybe at times I may find myself closing my eyes so I can just organize the way I want to express the words. So anyhow, this is what we're gonna do. Once again, you can close your eyes or you can keep them open. Notice right now. Notice what's happening right now. And what happens right now is this. This is all that is taking place right now. Notice how thoughts appear in what is. We're not trying to control them. We're just seeing them. Just thoughts, appearances. And yet, the only thing that remains is this. Also referred to as I am. In the I am, in this, notice that there are no problems. I am not discrediting or suggesting that you may not be having experiences in your life. But the truth is that the only thing that is happening right now is this moment. This is not trying to live in the now, because this is not what the point is. I'm just pointing to the fact that this is all there is. In spite of what thoughts may be appearing in the mind, in spite of what feelings and sensations may be appearing right now, all that there is this. Is it not? Life is always this. Life is not what is happening in the mind or what the mind suggests or what the thoughts suggest. Life is always this, in spite of whatever thoughts, in spite of whatever feelings, in spite of whatever sensations may seem to appear. It's always this. This, without believing the thoughts, without judging or labeling the sensations or the experiences, is life. It's being. And in being, beingness, life, all is well. All is well. Even when thoughts may appear, any kind of thoughts, any kind of feelings, any kind of sensations, all is well. Because the only thing or reason that it may seem as though something is not well is because a thought is suggesting that. Nothing is right or wrong or well or unwell unless a thought may suggest otherwise. This is no theory. This is it. Look at this. Notice right now what's wrong or what's right with this particular moment unless a thought appears suggesting otherwise. What is happening right now? And the answer is always the same. Life is happening right now. Not what the seeming individual is doing or not doing. Is the movement of life, or the movement that seems to appear in life, but you are life, not the movement. And we're pointing to life, not to the movement. The movement may seem to appear and disappear, but life remains. And you are that, you are life, always, no matter what. In spite of any movement, movement means thoughts, feelings, sensations, perception. What is that allows for that seems to appear? A dream could not appear unless there is a mind that would allow for the dream to happen. The problem is when the identification with the dream overlooking the mind. Well, what is it that allows for this experience to take place? Some may call it consciousness. Some may call it God. Some may call it essence. But whatever you call it, which I prefer call it nothing, is the life that always is. An invitation here is to remain as that. It's not to think. It's not to feel. It's not to perceive. to remain as that. To notice this is it. Notice the silence in which you rest, with or without thoughts, meaning in spite of the thoughts, in spite of the sensations or feelings, if they just happen to be, in spite of circumstances. This is it. If your eyes are closed, you can open them up and look around. But just notice that looking, not what the mind suggests that you're looking at. Just looking happens, or seeing happens. Notice the sounds may appear. Not what the mind is suggesting that the sound is. Just notice sound means hearing happens. Perception happens. And yet notice the silence, the quietude through which everything can be perceived. And that's the life that we're pointing to here. That is undisturbed, unperturbed by the sounds, by the thoughts, by the sight. And that is the life that is living you. And that is the life that knows what to do through you in every moment. Notice you don't have to worry about what to do, what to say. The saying will be happening when it's supposed to. The doing will be happening when it's supposed to. In the same way that look how the seeing is happening. In the same way that the hearing is happening. In the same way that the sensing is happening. And yet you remain as you are. Resting here, always. Even in the midst of activity, you're still resting in the fact that you are. And the fact that you are has no problems. Even in the midst of you seemingly addressing a situation, you're still what you are. The believing the thoughts is what suggests that the situation is a problem. Not believing the thoughts does not mean that the situation is not going to be addressed. It simply means that it's addressed as something that is happening rather than something that you're doing. Life takes care of itself. If the bills have to be paid, life will move you to do whatever it takes for them to be paid. And if they're not supposed to be paid, you'll find out that they are not paid, and then you still, as the ever-present background, the space-like, in which all that movement seems to appear and disappear. Then whatever happened is not labeled a problem or a solution. It's simply seen as just another experience within all that there is. And right now you are all that there is. Unless a thought suggests, no, I am this seeming individual who's separate from everything. And yet that is a thought. The only thing that is true about you is the fact that you are. And the invitation here is to rest in this. This is it. Just enjoy the silence of this, which is not the absence of noise. It's not the absence of sound or the absence of sight or the absence of feelings or sensations. It's simply this. Don't try to understand this. That's mind stuff. I'm just pointing to. Whether your eyes are closed and you're just enjoying and basking in this, or whether you're driving and your eyes are open and you're fully present, dealing with what may be happening, and yet this is it. Even when it seems as though you're moving in a particular direction where you say, I have to go to work, so I am going in that direction. The fact is that you are only wherever you're at the moment. And life through you is addressing what needs to be addressed at the moment. If you're driving, life is addressing what needs to be done so the driving can happen. If you stop at a red light, life is doing whatever needs to be done just to addressing that. You're not going to be late at work and you're going to be early at work. You're simply being. Life decides if going to work and being late happens or not. But if you don't believe the content of the mind, that's what we're pointing to. Even if the thoughts appear, that's fine. We're not here negating anything. We're not pretending this is some kind of esoteric, occult type thing. We're just pointing to the obvious that has been overlooked. And the obvious is this, is it not? I'm simply inviting you to just remain as this, to remember this is it. And just notice the thoughts that appear. See them as clouds. Feelings, sensations, perception is just what is. But the what is not for the individual. I'm not asking you, the person, to notice the thoughts. I'm just pointing to the fact that you are. And because of this limitation of language and the seeming experience that we may be taking place, I may have to use words that appear as though I'm talking to you. But this is just words appearing in what you are. Suggestions appearing in this. That sounds like words that suggest not to believe the thoughts, and yet all appearing in this is not personal. It's not about you. It's not me talking to you. This is just part of the appearance right now. Sounds appearing in the form of language. Feelings, sensations appear in the form of contractions. Sounds appear. Sight seems to appear. And yet you remain as you are. Are you not being right now? Don't answer the question with the mind. Just notice the fact that you're being. You could call it existing. But in the end, all words are limitation. But the life essence is what is. That's where this is all pointing to. Notice if that life essence changes when your eyes are open and when your eyes are closed. As you move through the day, notice if that life essence changes in spite of what you're doing or not. Notice if that life essence changes while thoughts appear or disappear. This is the investigation. Without the investigation, the tendency is to immediately identify with the thoughts, with the narrative, overlooking that even the thoughts, even the narrative is a seeming happening in the fact that you are. See, that is very simple. But if there's still a strong identification with the thought me, person, then everything seems to be very difficult because everything relates to the seeming person, overlooking the fact that you are. You are not person, you simply are. Person is a label. It's a thought believed in. Feelings, sensations may seem to appear in the fact that you are, that suggests that you are this contraction that the mind labels it a person. But without the label, all that there is the feeling, the sensation, and all of that seems to be happening in what? In the life that you are. We're pointing to the life, to this aliveness that is always in spite of the seeming circumstances and changes or seeming changes in the experiences. That life is, you are right now being that life. And once again, in the investigation, notice is that life changes when circumstances changes. Notice is that life changes when thoughts seems to appear and disappear. Notice is that life changes when sounds seems to appear or change. Is that life changing when I am in silence and then when I am speaking that life changes? Is that life changing when your eyes are open and then when the eyes are closed? Is that life changing when a thought appears and then disappears? No, because without that life, then the thoughts, the feelings, sensations, the sounds could not appear. Or seems to appear. That life is always whether you are doing or not doing. And the invitation here is to notice it right now. It's not a personal noticing, it's a recognition that is, that always is. try not to be that life. Try not to be that aliveness. And that aliveness is in spite of the thoughts that may be appearing, in spite of the feelings and the sensations that may be appearing, in spite of the sounds that may be appearing. That aliveness always is, and you are that aliveness. That aliveness without the thinking of the thoughts, without believing the thoughts. The thinking happens, but that aliveness, without the believing of the thoughts, is peace. The peace that surpasses all understanding. That aliveness, believing the thoughts, is still the peace that surpasses all understanding. It just so happens that it's been overlooked. Well, here is just noticing how it's been overlooked. Once that is seen, then that I am simply is, not recognized by anyone. It simply is, and you are that. May peace permeate the mind so that love can become evident.